The spring term has seen a wide range of activities and events for students, including extracurricular events, fundraising activities, and for the Year 12, work experience. Year 12 have been involved in work experience in a wide range of organisations and employers in the South West and beyond, developing important skills and helping them make important decisions about their future careers. As work to refurbish the Cathedral Hall nears completion, we're already taking advantage of a bright new space. Improved lighting and heating and acoustics, a sound gallery, a servery, all of these will make future events in the Cathedral Hall far more pleasant and enjoyable for students and for public performances. Very pleased to have finally got the building that we really needed. As the term comes to a close, let's have a look at some of the events and activities that have kept students at Colliston very busy this term.
This term, Year 8 have been learning about the First and Second World Wars, so as part of this, to help them understand the topic better, we took them on a trip to the Bovington Tank Museum. While they were there, they got to experience what it was like to be in a trench, because the museum have a model trench set up with lots of artefacts in. Some of the students got dressed up in a full Tommy's kit with a gun and a helmet, gas mask and everything like that. The students got to see the differences between the British trenches and the German trenches and could see that overall the Germans were maybe a little better prepared for the war, whereas the British trenches were sort of bad conditions. They could see sort of what it would have been like to live in those conditions for sort of days on end. In addition, they got to go in a real World War I Mark IV tank, see how it worked. They could think about the strengths and weaknesses of it, and they got talked to by the museum staff about how good the tank was on the Western Front. Overall, it was a really good opportunity for students to get outside the classroom to help them experience what it might have actually been like to fight in both of the World Wars.
This February, the Maths and German department went to an exhibition in Gloucester. It was called Mathematik zum Anfassen, or Maths you can touch. And we took all the A-level students who study Maths and German, as well as 40 Year 8s who won a place on the trip. The event was hosted by the Goethe Institute and involved a number of interactive exhibits, which allowed the students to develop their knowledge of German and understanding of Maths simultaneously. This is just the latest of many opportunities afforded to our students due to our partnership with the Goethe Institute.
In their geography lessons this term, Year 7 have been studying the world's major ecosystems. And on a very cold, frosty morning in January, the whole year group headed down to Cornwall to visit the Eden Project. While there, they took part in a Jungle Connections workshop where they learnt about their own connections to plants that are grown in the tropical rainforest. As well as taking part in the workshops down there, I think one of the really important things is for them to actually experience the heat and the humidity in the rainforest biome, because that's the sort of thing you don't get from textbooks. They also had the opportunity to spend time in small groups investigating how plants adapt to tropical rainforest climate and Mediterranean climates by visiting the biomes themselves. And on returning to school, they then got to work planning their own ideas for how to set up a savanna biome.
I, English, J.
So on Friday the 13th of March, it was Comic Relief Day, and to raise money for Comic Relief we had an event in the Cathedral Hall which really showcased its opening. So we had a stand-up comedy from students and staff, and we raised over £800 in the whole day for Comic Relief, which is really good. We got people in the hall laughing and groaning, and loads of teachers and students got involved, so it was a really good event. The Maths Ambassadors also organised a pie bake-off which raised additional funds for Comic Relief.
But it's probably edible.
Well, we're just coming down to earth in the music department after a fantastic performance of Mass in Blue in Exeter Cathedral on Saturday. The cathedral was full, we had 150 musicians playing and singing their hearts out. It was a fantastic occasion, and to make it even more special, we had the composer himself, Will Todd, at the piano, and a wonderful soprano, Joanna Forbes-Lestrange, who, as somebody said in a response afterwards, sang some notes she didn't even know existed. Really proud of all our students. and I hope those that are leaving school go on to sing as much as they can, and those coming up will want to take their place and get ready for next year's concert.